Ciao everybody, welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. My name is Julian Gennady and I am here to bring you today another hot take, and I cannot wait to get this off my chest because it's not really much of a hot take because I think a lot of people, a lot of Juventini feel the same way as me. Our backline is a major problem heading into the Serie A season. We have 9 players listed as defenders on the roster currently, and I'm going to be honest, I have faith in 1.5 of them. 1.5 players I have faith in this backline out of 9. That is not good. That's not a good ratio. I don't know how else to spell it or spin it. Alexandro, the corpse of Alexandro is still starting for this team. All throughout preseason he started. And he'll likely start unless Pellegrini leaves and we get a replacement for him. Then you got Pellegrini, who Allegri hates. And I get it. I don't like him as much either, but he's still better than Sandro. Then you got Bremer, Defensive Player of the Year. Got him from Torino. De Ligt's replacement. Fine, that's a wash. But you still got to respect what he does. Very good player. The issue with him, though, he played in the back 3 with Torino. Now he's got to play in the back 4, learn a new system with Juventus. Beside Bremer, you have Bonucci. Garbage. The ghost of Bonucci still lives at Juventus and is captaining the Juventus side. Bonucci is terrible without Chiellini. We've seen it. He went to Milan for that 1 year. It was god-awful. He's known for his ball-playing ability. That's gone. That's deteriorated. It's not as good as it used to be. He doesn't jump for headers. He's horrible 1v1. And he's just not the leader that we think he is. He's not vocal. Well, he's vocal, sorry, but he's not constructive with his instructions and how to organize a back 4 or even a team in front of him. Then beside Bonucci, you got Danilo. Danilo has been downgrading. He's been, I don't know how else to say it, since about last year in March, his play started to deteriorate. His preseason was terrible. He's the vice captain of the team. He started every preseason game in his naturally trained position at right back, so we didn't ask him to play center back. We didn't ask him to play holding midfield in preseason. We asked you, hey, just play right back. Just do what you got to do. This is your position. You're starting. And he sucked. Barcelona sucked. Real Madrid sucked. Atletico sucked. Getting rinsed by Joao Felix. Getting rinsed by Vinny Jr. Who, if we think we want to compete with in the Champions League, we're going to need to play against those teams. If I asked you right now, do you trust Danilo to defend Rafael Leao? Would you trust him? I would say at this moment, no. Nothing is giving me any confidence to say, yeah, Danilo's going to shut him down. That's one of our main competitors in Serie A. We want to compete for a Serie A title with Alexandro, Bremer, Bonucci, and Danilo starting. Hell no. That is not going to fly. That is not a Serie A Scudetto winning backline. Something needs to change, whether it's formation, whether it's getting more players in. I think it's going to be more players in, to be honest, because the substitutes, the backup for the center backs are Gatti and Rugani. Gatti, Serie B footballer from Frosinone. You can't expect the world from him right off the bat. There's a lot of expectations on this guy, and I feel bad for him right now because the one time he gets spun, and it's going to happen because he's very inexperienced. The Serie A, social media, Serie A media in general is going to toast him, roast him, whatever. It could kill his confidence. It could not. I don't know. We got to see the mental makeup of this kid. Do I have faith he'll be okay? Yeah. But a lot of pressure is on him. A lot of people want him to start over Bonucci. And at this point, maybe I'm at that point because I'm fed up with Bonucci. Because he doesn't even defend and he's a center back. But our backline is a problem. If Pellegrini ends up wanting to leave, and he does end up leaving, we need to adjust the left back ASAP, and I think we will, because of the report that if Pellegrini leaves, that means Juventus has a backup in hand. So I hope that's the truth. If we end up going into a back 3 in a 3-5-2, which I'm hearing more and more of, get us another center back in because Rugani ate it. I don't want Bremer, Bonucci, Gatti. I don't want Bonucci starting. Will he be fine against a Salernitana or a Cremonese? Sure. But I don't. At this point, Bonucci is the starter for the foreseeable future because he's the captain. If he gets hurt, then obviously he's not starting. Will he ever get benched? Will he ever get benched for poor performances? I don't think so. That's a problem. A saving grace, and I say this with not really a tongue-in-cheek. Cuadrado is still on the team, and he can play right back. At least he provides something going forward. Because at this moment in time, Danilo's defending at this point is not up to par. So at least we know what we're getting with Cuadrado. Maybe a little bit iffy defending, but he's actually all right going forward from the right back. But again, is Danilo's poor play going to get him a seat on the bench? Is Alex Sandro's poor play going to get him a seat on the bench? It has to. If we're a serious club, it has to. This team is a problem. We conceded 8 goals to Atletico, Barcelona, Real Madrid. We conceded 8 goals to them in 3 games. All goals were like the penalty shot that we conceded against Real Madrid and Atletico. They didn't have to happen. It's because of poor recovery runs and poor defending. And poor body positioning from Alex Sandro and Danilo, the fullbacks. So, if again, a lot of work needs to be done with this. 75% of the starting back four do not give me any confidence whatsoever. It's not a Serie A Scudetto winning back four. Something needs to change, and we do not have the funds to do something about it, but maybe Max Allegri grows a pair and benches Bonucci. At that point, a lot of trust has to be put into Gotti. Maybe you funnel him in at the beginning of the season, get him some Serie A minutes, and then you say, okay, maybe he can do something, and Bonucci makes more mistakes, and then you insert him in there. But that might be too late. I think this defense has to be resolved internally for the time being, except for left back, because we have one shining light that Pellegrini might leave. It's a shame to say, but I'm not happy with it. It is our biggest problem at the moment. Who would have thought Juventus Football Club, managed by Max Allegri, the biggest problem will be the back four? It's poor planning. It's lack of funding. And it's ultimately up to the players as well. The poor planning is down to the previous management when they gave Sandro that extension, when they sold Cancelo for Danilo, when they kept Bonucci on long term, when they gave Cuadrado that extra contract extension as well. This management gets blamed because they extended De Chilio. Gotti, we'll see if he's a good purchase. Bremer, excellent purchase considering the circumstance. But the management constructed this. Whether you like it or not, the management constructed this, both managements. Under Paratici, under Cherubini. They both have a hand in this. Cherubini's trying to clean the mess. He didn't really help it with De Chilio, but I can see it evolving and changing going into next year. This year, it's not an excuse, but the lack of funding killed the defensive revamp. So, I ranted long enough. 9 minutes, 10 minutes of a poor defense. That's going to be our Achilles heel this season, I believe. Even my dog hates it. So, we'll see if it can improve. Maybe with chemistry and time, it'll improve. Maybe we'll switch to a 3-5-2. Not sure if that's going to solve anything. Do we need to get that another center back in order for us to make the change? I don't know. But we have to sort something out because we leaked plenty of chances, plenty goals in preseason. And I'm not confident for match day 1 against Sassuolo. Follow me on Twitter at Gennady151. Follow Justin Sofro at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Follow Alejandro at AlejandroBZ on Twitter. More importantly, follow the Bianconeri Zone on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Bianconeri Zone. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, That's the bigger thing. If you disagree, let me know why you disagree with our backline being our biggest problem. I'd love to hear your response to that. However, with that, like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell icon to stay notified. We'll have more hot takes throughout the season. We'll have more stuff for you throughout the season. Ciao for now, and we'll see you soon.